New Bern's F-11 jet finally returned, painted in its proper Blue Angels colors, and it was a welcome sight as it came across the bridge and headed for its final spot in Lawson Creek Park. As the jet proceeded up the exit ramp, you got a great view of it as E&J, with no charge to the city, was bringing it back home after a complete refurbishing at Cherry Point. Coming through the gate, a little bit tricky. They did have to do a little trim work on the trees in order to allow the wingspan to make it through and get to the park itself. The supervision was done by the Director of Parks and Recreation, and he was on hand to make sure that everything was done just right, not cutting any more than they had to, but doing what was necessary to allow those wings to make it through safely. As you can see, they had the proper equipment, the proper crews were on hand. This was expected, so not really a surprise. They knew they'd have to do a little trimming, but they didn't want to trim any more than they absolutely had to. Coming through the gate finally, the wing just clearing the top of the fence posts and slowly being turned so that it can be positioned to go to a temporary spot where it will be held until they can attach the belly plate and then raise it onto the pedestal. Beautiful pedestal that is going to give a truly commanding appearance for this very special jet. Unloading done very carefully as it comes down off the truck. And as you can see, the clearances very carefully calculated, very carefully done. Every piece of this operation planned out and checked in every way they possibly could. The transport from Cherry Point went very smoothly, and coming down off the truck, the plane quietly coming into its temporary spot out at Lawson Creek Park. You see Fire Chief Astor making sure that it is a good fit. And as it gets closer, a little hand power is going to be needed here. That's right. Can't have everything done by machine these days. This F-11 jet that once flew the skies at supersonic speeds, now having to get a little bit of a push to make it to a spot where it will be until it is raised up onto the pedestal. From New Bern, North Carolina, I'm Roger Whitney.